What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we got this like really intense red and black eye look going on. One of my friends did request this look, so I made it happen. So if you guys want to see how I did this, then please keep on watching. And yeah, all right, so today man, I just got back from class, so that was fun. Not really. It was business analytics, and so far not my favorite. It's fine. I can definitely detect a struggle. It's gonna come and just hit me, but you know, it's fine. I'll get through it. There's a bunch of people that have taken it and are taking it with me, so that's gonna be nice. It's basically like statistics in business, in the business world kind of thing. But I'm taking the MAC Fix Plus as my primer. I've been doing this lately because I don't have any more of my post-shave balm. I'm trying to try out different things, so I just spray my face, let that set for a second, going in as usual with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I have tried both the Kat Von D and the All Nighter foundation. So the Lock-It foundation from Kat Von D and the All Nighter foundation from Urban Decay. And I do enjoy both of them. They are definitely not something that I could probably wear on an everyday basis. I do work for the football team, if you didn't already know that, and so like by the end of the day that stuff would just be like completely rubbed off if I did use that every day. So I like to use this matte stuff. First I'm actually gonna go in with some green concealer, because obviously I got these breakouts right here, so I'm just gonna cover those guys up. I just use the bottom of my sponge for the green, and then I'm taking the shade 15 in the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer to just cover the green, because sometimes the foundation, it'll still like show through and stuff, so just want to make sure that things are just covered. Okay, now let's go in with the foundation. So obviously it has been a hot minute since I have filmed or put out a video, and that's because I'm obviously not home. I am back at school, like I was just talking about my business analytics class. So it's been really fun. We had sorority recruitment, and we had like a bunch of girls join our house, and they're all super sweet. They're all like happy to be here, which is so amazing. I love that they love it here, you know? And also, I'm sure that you guys have already noticed that my background has changed. And like I have said in the past, we do switch rooms every semester. So after Christmas break, we change rooms, and then once we come back from school, we change rooms again. So if you want an updated room tour, I think I can do that, because those are pretty easy to film and get done. So I'll talk to my roommate about that. I'm rooming with one of my best friends, so you know, it's a fun time in here. And honestly, this is like the cutest room that I've been in so far. Not that my other ones haven't been, but I just think that it's been a lot more functional for the way that me and her like live together. And we also have like the same schedule. So on Monday, Wednesday, I have an 8 a.m. and she has an 8:30, and then we're done for the day. And then on Tuesday, Thursday, we have a 9:30, and we don't have any classes on Friday. So it's super nice to kind of just get up together every day, get ready together every day. Going in with shade 5 from the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Actually, I'm just gonna place this down because I'm gonna do some cream contouring. Ooh, I have to update you on some products really fast because let me just tell you. So recently I bought the LA Girl Pro Conceal concealers. This one I'm not impressed with. I could only use this if I put it on my, oh, also I got a mixing palette. So I got this mixing palette thing. So as you can see, it is quite dirty, but this would only really work and help like brighten up my under eye if I place it on here and then like put down a different concealer and like scooped it and then put it over. I mean, there's a way to work with things, but it's just like, why would I do that when I could just squeeze it out of this? But there's definitely demarcation marks from where I put it, and it's just like a really dry concealer. So this isn't not my favorite, but I'll keep it for those days when I really need a super bright under eye. And like I said, this is a pretty dry concealer, so when I use it, I either put it on the mixing palette and then take my expert face brush and stamp it in, but every time I use it I have to spray my brush with Fix Plus. So I go through my Fix Plus pretty fast, I would say, just because I'm using a lot of it on a daily basis. So I'm gonna spray my brush, place this down right about here. It just makes this product like so much more workable than how it is on its own. So, oh, and this is the shade Toast is what I'm using. So basically nothing too crazy, but I have to wet my brush, you know, then just blending, making sure to turn my brush sideways sometimes to make it not so like in a line and stuff, you know. For some reason this side of my face just like does not look as smooth like ever whenever I'm doing like contour stuff. So I don't know, ignore. But I think I just have some like dark patches that don't help me out in those situations. But all right, and then I just do a little thing like that, spray my brush. I actually put quite a lot on my forehead, but that is why we have the highlighting stuff. And recently I've been also liking to drag my cream contour like onto my temples. I'm not a huge like powder contour on my temples person, but definitely I like when this is connected for sure. Okay, so now that that is blended enough, we're gonna just blend out your normal concealer. And I like doing the dark first so that if you have any mistakes you can fix it with your light concealer. So I'm just like blending, going over that whole, my whole forehead, just because it is quite dark up there. Okay, so that is all for my cream base. So now we're gonna set with powder. Again, my RCMA no color powder. It's my favorite ever. I really do want to start branching out though with different products and stuff, so I might try the Coty Airspun soon, and you know, look at other primers because I do want to, you know, try other things out with like the foundations and stuff. The Kat Von D and Urban Decay ones, like thank God Sephora has samples, because like what if I didn't like them, you know? It's like the Fenty, like what if I didn't like those foundations? Then I would be out like 60 bucks. It's like the Fenty one, like obviously I didn't really like that foundation, so like what if I had spent, you know, all my money on a foundation I didn't like? Okay, so I'm gonna go finish the rest of my base, just powder, contour, blush, highlight, all that stuff, and do my brows off camera, and then we're gonna start working on the eyeshadow. So BRB. Okay, and today's look, I almost said it's brought to you by, but I mean, it kind of is. One of my friends, Lucas, he is over in Poland right now. He's in the army. So he was like, hey, can you do like a red and black eyeshadow look? So that is exactly what I'm gonna do today. Right now I have my Jaclyn Hill palette and my Yes Please palette right by me because these are pretty red and warm tones, and there's a black and all the good stuff that I need. So we're just gonna get started. Also, let me tell you, this little color switch thing, this is from Artsy. I bought this off of Amazon for like $7. It's Amazeballs. Like, it's just nice to have it, you know? So anyways, we're gonna go in with the shade. We're gonna go in with Buns first, very lightly. This is kind of like a red brown, more on the red side. I think this is a good transition color for the look I'm thinking of. Also, the look I'm thinking of could have been better without doing the base. Oh my god, the door slamming around this house, I can't. This look could have been better. Probably the way that I'm thinking it should have gone is I shouldn't have done my base first, and then so I could do like a wing thing, yeah, a cat eye more of a look instead. But we will make it work because this is how I do my makeup every day anyways, so I'm just doing some eyeshadow. Okay, so now that Buns is built up to a good amount, I'd say, I'm going to take this, what is this, Morphe R34, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Roxanne, I think. We're just gonna place this basically in the same spot, just like slightly lower. Okay, and so far this look isn't as red as I would like it to be, so I'm going to add in a little bit of the Hunts shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette, which is like kind of an orangier red, and just like brighten up that whole crease just a little bit. Oh, and this is on a Morphe E27. I'm just lightly going over that. I look crazy, but we're in the middle of the process, okay? As like a base, I'm gonna lay down this red shade from the Yes Please palette right here, and I think that this is called Spoiled, I think. I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to like read this. I think it is Spoiled. So anyways, on a flat shader brush, this is just the one from Colourpop. I'm just gonna place this down on the entire lid. Oh my god, you guys, I have been completely obsessed right now with To All the Boys I Loved Before and Ariana Grande's new album. Like, I literally can't stop watching / listening to those two things. Every time I turn on Netflix, To All the Boys is on my screen. Every time I'm listening to music, I just can't help it. I just go straight to Sweetener, and it's just because it's so amazing. Like, I can't get over it, you know? It's so freaking good. Like, I think that Ariana Grande is probably one of the most talented singers of this generation. Like, not that there aren't any others, obviously, but like, she sounds like her recordings when she's live, and it's just insane. Like, I saw her in concert a few years ago, and she is definitely the best concert that I've ever been to. I haven't been to a lot of concerts, which, you know, so I don't have like all the perspectives, or like, I've never seen a bunch of shows, right? But she just put on a great show. She sounded great, and like, I don't know, it was just a great show, and That's all you can ask for when you're going to a concert, you know? This summer, I actually went and saw Niall Horan. Also, such a great live performer. Alright, so switching over to voiceover, I'm on a M433. I'm taking the shade Jax from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm just running that on the outer corner and then blending that out again with an E27 from Morphe. And then this little trick I learned from Jaclyn Hill, and if you watch her, I'm sure you've seen her do this a million times, but I just stamped some powder underneath my eyes just to kind of help with the cat eye or like winged effect. And I am talking to my roommate, by the way. That's why I switched over to voiceover. She did walk in the room, and I love her. There she is. Hi. Love her. But I just wanted to continue recording anyways. So back to normal schedule. I'm gonna take my Morphe M433, go back into Jax, and just kind of help blend out this outer corner. Okay, taking more of that red on that Colourpop flat shader brush. I'm just gonna intensify the red just like all over the lid, because a lot of that got blended away as we added the black in there. And then just a quick blend on the eyelid. Okay, super duper intense. We're gonna do a little bit of glitter. It's more of a liquid glitter thing. This is the Hard to Empress Supernova shadow from Colourpop, and we're just gonna place like a little tiny amount right on the inner third, and then blending that out with my finger so it's not like all over the lid. See that? I think that's good. So got a little bit of a red finger. That's okay. Now we're gonna move on to the lower lash line. We're basically just gonna go in with the same colors. So I'm gonna start off with buns and really smoke out the lower lash line to kind of match up with the top lash line. Okay, so now I'm gonna dip into that spoiled shade and really tap off the excess to just brighten that lower lash line into more of a red shade. I'm going to take this little tiny, it's more of a lip brush, but I use it on my eyes, into that black, and we're just going to just like smudge it along the lash line. And taking that little elf brush, we're just gonna make sure it's all blended together. It is quite an intense look for a Wednesday. I'm gonna darken up my brows because I can't stand them being too light with such an intense look. Okay, a little better. So because we have the kind of black on the lash line, I'm not going to line my eyes with liquid liner, and I'm not going to darken my eyes anymore by putting a black liner in my waterline. I just kind of want to throw on some mascara and call it, because it's quite a lot already. And right here we're just putting some mascara on with the Lash Paradise. Like I said, I didn't want to line my eyes, so I just went in straight with mascara. Okay, so I threw on some mascara, and now we're down to just doing our lips. So I always put on chapstick before I put on anything. I don't care if it's a regular lipstick, a liquid lipstick, a moisturizing lipstick, I don't care. Always. But we're going in with Midi by Colourpop as our lip today. It's a nice neutral nude. Since our eye look is really intense today. And then we're done. Gotta fix the hair, you know. Okay, so that is all for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this red and black eyeshadow look. So thank Lucas for that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to click the subscribe and like buttons, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye guys. I'm still trying to, oh my god. I just got my RCMA color powder, no color powder, all over me. God dang it. I wish you could see the mess that's on my lap right now. All right.